Welcome back to the Banganator podcast, brought to you by your host, Esley Banga, episode 30, and I'm with my best friend, Jarrett Rice. How you doing, Jarrett?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, no problem, bro. No problem.
First time in this studio, though.
Yeah. Shout out to MZ Studios for letting me rent out this studio. You're also a police officer, DFW police officer, so thank you for what you do, bro.
Yep.
For real, keeping it safe.
Appreciate that.
I want the audience to get to know you a little bit, you know. I want y'all to get to know my best friend a little bit, so I'm going to ask you a few questions. How'd you become a Cowboys fan?
I love sports, man. I love representing my area. Cowboys fans started around probably Thanksgiving games back in the day, just watching them with family. Mm-hmm. And then as just a young kid, and then branching off and watching them on my own. Mm-hmm. And then it really came around in middle school sports, just, playing it and then wanting to watch it more, For me, football and basketball, those are my two sports I just love repping my home area, no matter how bad or good they are. I love Mavs, I love Cowboys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of started around, I guess, Thanksgiving games as a young kid.
Mm-hmm. Those are always fun memories. Who's your favorite Cowboys player all time and currently?
All time, man, it's probably going to be Dez. That X Factor, man.
Nice. Yeah, throw up the X.
He's a fun player to watch.
Yeah.
I enjoyed him. I wish his career lasted a bit longer. But he was fun, man. Currently, I don't know if I have. Currently, there's a lot of players I enjoy watching. Micah. Mm-hmm. Micah's up there, mm-hmm. CeeDee's fun. I think Tony Pollard's our X Factor now in offense, though.
Yeah, true.
That guy can do it all, man. Wide receiver, running back. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what he's going to do this year.
Yeah.
As a person, though, Dak. I like Dak.
Yeah.
Just as a pure person all around. Mm-hmm. I still have some faith in him and trust in him.
Yeah.
I hope to see if we can try to go a little bit farther this year in the playoffs. But if I had to pick someone, I guess Micah. He's a fun player, man. He's got that dog in him.
Yeah,
100% every play.
For real. That my wife, she chose him as her favorite player too.
I love Micah, man.
Yeah. If it was me, I'd have to say tie between Emmitt Smith and Dez because we was throwing up the X back in the day, and then nowadays Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And do you got any other favorite players in the league? I know it was Tom Brady, but he just retired. So,
probably shout out Texas boy Mahomes.
Yeah,
just representing Texas. Yeah, Mahomes is fun to watch, man. He's AFC, so I guess he's not too big of a threat unless you can make it to the Super Bowl. So I enjoy watching him. Not really a rival, so that's good.
Yeah, same here. Mahomes all the way. We're going to get into the Dallas Cowboys now. Just a few key takeaways. The Cowboys finished 12-5 last year. They won against the Bucks in the wild card.
Back-to-back 12-5 too.
Yep.
Shout out McCarthy.
Yep. Sent Tom Brady packing miserably. And lost to the 49ers in the divisional round. Obviously, that was really disappointing.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the Cowboys overall last year?
They did good, man. Especially with Cooper Rush, those 4 or 5 games that he played. As a team, they didn't lose a beat. So I'm glad we got him back too, by the way. Mm-hmm. But I'm excited to see what we can do. We always seem to be a really, really good regular season team, players. But it's the playoffs, man. We just got to get past one game at least, 2 games. We got to get farther. We got to get closer to the end, man.
Exactly, bro.
It's just, for me, I think running the ball needs to get better. And then just, turnovers, man. Yeah, two turnovers in that game.
Yep.
That really was the game changer because it was a low-scoring game overall.
That's what I was telling people. Like we do good in the regular season. I have faith in us to do good in the regular season, but when we get to the postseason,
it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah. So and every season, I'm able to predict what will be our downfall in the postseason. So not last season, but 2021 season. I knew that it was going to be penalties.
Yeah.
Mid-season to the end of the season, the O-line was killing us with penalties. What happened against the 49ers in 2021? We lost because of 13 penalties, I think, in one game. 2022 season, Dak Prescott throws a bunch of interception. What happens in the postseason? We lose because of interceptions, or that's definitely one of the main reasons.
Yep, that'll kill you, man.
So
Zeke didn't play too well either. I love Zeke, but man, it's it's towards the end of his playing days for us at least.
Yeah, and it's tough. Like, you're not gonna last 12 plus seasons like Emmitt Smith did.
No.
Like a lot of these legendary running backs did back in the 90s and before.
Yeah, we just needed a more consistent running game. I think we need to unleash Pollard a little bit more, and then just turnovers, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is that we got to do, but we did acquire another receiver with Cooks.
Yeah, Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, and just whatever. If we need to do more check down, because he's good at that. He's a good little slot inside out guy.
Yeah.
If we need to just be, we got another tight end too. Whatever we got to do to just that 49ers, man. Their game plan was smart. Just last year too, or the year before that as well. Man, just check downs, smart throws, smart plays, running, defense. That's the key to playoffs, man.
Yeah. That brings me to my next points, like what we really did in the offseason, starting with free agency. We got Brandon Cooks on offense.
I like him.
Yeah. We got I'm forgetting his name right now, cornerback.
Stephon Gilmore.
Stephon Gilmore.
I like
there we
that
go.
too.
Yeah.
I like that too.
So that'll help beef up our defense. Through the draft, we got Mozzie Smith, defensive tackle out of Michigan. I like Michigan. They're my second favorite team to watch outside of Texas. You mentioned tight end Luke Schoonmaker from Michigan as well. Linebacker DeMarvion Overshown, Texas. And running back Deuce Vaughn from Kansas State. All those key players. Obviously, I was watching DeMarvion Overshown at Texas like the past 3 years or whatever. I already knew he was NFL worthy because he would fly end to end, sideline to sideline, making tackles. And then Deuce Vaughn, both my wife and I watched him, and we think he's just like so shifty. He can juke you out your shoes. So what do you think about overall our draft picks this year?
I think it's good, man. I think they're defense heavy, big man heavy, whether it be on the line, tight end, linebacker, D line, whatever it is, which is good. Just as important as the run game is in the playoffs, I think stopping it is just as important. So filling in that D tackle, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the tight end. I don't know if he was one of the best available, but we needed a tight end, and he's the teammate to the first rounder.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I like teammates when we draft them. I think it helps them ease them into the NFL.
That's true.
You got a buddy, going into the summer off season.
Yeah.
But shout out Longhorn linebacker.
Yeah. Texas fight.
He's gonna be fun to watch. Leighton Vander Esch, we got him back, but we need someone else to help him out.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. And then Deuce Vaughn, I had to watch some highlights for him just to get a feel for how he is, because I've never seen him in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But he seems like he's going to be fun. Highlight reel waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit smaller Tony Pollard.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And
so I think we did good, man.
Yeah. And I also know that we got, what's his name? I think his nickname is Rojo.
Oh, Ronald, yeah.
Yeah, Ronald Jones. Yeah, from he came from the Bucks.
Yeah. So we got a little three-headed running back going in.
Yeah.
But Tony Pollard, he's going to have to fill the Zeke role. And then Deuce Vaughn hopefully can fill a little bit of the old Tony Pollard role.
Yeah. And
then Ronald Jones, his play style is a little similar. For the Bucks with Tom Brady, he was more of the receiver check down role, outside guy where what's his face, Leonard Fournette was more of the inside guy.
Yeah.
So we kind of got three similar play style running backs, so we won't miss a beat on different, wherever we're at, if somebody goes down for a while. But he brings the veteran aspect to it, because Tony Pollard's still a little young, and then Deuce Vaughn's obviously a rookie. So.
Yeah. Key 2023 Cowboys games. Week 2 against the New York Jets. That's notable because Aaron Rodgers left the Green Bay Packers, went to the New York Jets, and, like I said, we got two owners, Jerry Jones and Aaron Rodgers. He stayed beating us.
Yeah, he seems to have our number.
Won a freaking Super Bowl in our building. So
he's getting a little older, though. And new team.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, they built up that team, though.
Yeah,
defense, wide receivers.
Good defense.
So week 5 against the San Francisco 49ers. There's not much that need to be said about that. They're kind of like our postseason rivals right now.
Yep.
Week 9 and 14 against the Philadelphia Eagles. They're definitely the top competition in the NFC East. So that's going to be tough. One home and one away. Buffalo Bills, Week 15. That's going to be fun for several reasons. Powerhouse in the AFC. Trayvon Diggs going up against his brother Stephon Diggs. That's going to be fun to see because we've been wanting to see that.
I hope they're both healthy
the past
that game.
3 years.
Yeah,
that's going to be fun. And then Week 16, Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. I had Jalen Waddle and Tua on my fantasy football team last year. So, and then they just drafted a running back, Devon Achane from Texas A&M. My wife's alma mater.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's gonna start or not, but they're stacked offensively. What's his name went over there on defense? He played for the Rams. Jalen
Ramsey.
Yeah, he's a cornerback for them now. So
yeah,
that's gonna be a good matchup. Cowboys versus Dolphins, Week 16. I don't know if you had a chance to look at the whole entire schedule, but
no.
What do you think about? How do you think they're gonna do this season? I have us winning at least 12 games.
Yeah, 3-peat with 12-5 maybe.
Yeah,
I can see that. I don't know, man. I'm gonna stretch and say we get 13 wins.
13 wins.
13 wins.
It'll be doable. So we'll see if
they stay healthy, they have the capability to be 13 win games.
And then they don't just do dumb decisions or whatever and drop games that they shouldn't.
But they're going to.
Yeah, that's the nature of the NFL. So.
And the nature of the Cowboys sometimes.
Yep. How you think they'll do in the postseason?
Eagles, man. So for NFC as a whole, it's going to be tough. So Buccaneers are out. That's good. Tom Brady being gone means Bucs are out.
Because they got Baker Mayfield as their quarterback now.
Yeah, no, they're out. So 49ers are still in. Eagles are a huge threat, man. But luckily they're a rival to us. They're divisional to us, so we know. We kind of know how to play them. We just gotta do our own research and be able to handle that quarterback.
Yeah.
He's mobile, man. So, but I think we got better as a team. I don't think we got worse than last year. I think we got better.
Yeah. And I can't believe I almost forgot to bring up the kicking situation.
Oh yeah.
If you remember against the Bucs in the wild card, Brett Maher missed 4 kicks in a row.
Oh man, yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I don't know if they released him yet, but they did sign a kicker.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who's he's a DFW native.
Okay.
And
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
He played in the. My wife showed me that too, and he played in the MLS too. So he plays soccer.
Okay.
And then I guess he just decided to switch sports.
So he's a true athlete then.
Yeah, he is.
He's coming from the USFL or something like that.
Yes, he did play in the USFL before. Yeah. I think he played this most recent season. Yeah. So we'll see what he got. I mean, I haven't seen any of his kicks or whatever stats, but kicking game needs to be consistent.
Kicker's important. That's important in playoffs too, man.
Because I don't like when Skip Bayless and other people in the media say kickers are barely people, punters are barely people. I don't like that.
Shout out Rich Eisen, man. Kickers are people too.
I'm saying.
Look at some of Tom Brady's Super Bowls. Field goals.
Bro, what's his name? Adam Vinatieri.
Field goals, man.
Yep. On to the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks, they finished the last season disappointing. They finished 38-44, so under 500. The 5-11 record with Luka and Kyrie together after they traded for Kyrie, which is crazy. We all thought that they was gonna be awesome together.
You said 5-11?
5-11 together.
They're getting used to each other, man. They both need the ball in their hands, so they need to learn how to play off ball. Luka hasn't been, I guess, pressured into the off ball role till Kyrie showed up. Yeah, that was his team till Kyrie showed up. But go ahead if you had more to go off of.
I mean, you bring up some good points. My last point was we ended up missing the playoffs. So
you could tell they're trying to go. I mean, we can say it now. But you can tell they're trying to go for the top 10 draft pick towards the end.
Especially whenever they tanked the last game.
Yeah, playoffs weren't going.
They sat him out. They're like, even though they had a chance if they won and the Oklahoma City Thunder lost, we would have gotten into the playing games. But they was like, nah, y'all sit out. We gonna go for the draft pick.
Yeah,
you're not getting injured. Which, I mean, as a fan, as a competitor, because I still play sports right now. I was disappointed. Luka said something about that. So, yeah, it was disappointing.
Yeah, but luckily that first season together is under their belt, and they have a whole off season to get to know each other. And now they can play as if they're going to be together for a while.
Yeah.
Now that it's definite now because of that contract. Kyrie just signed.
So I was about to ask you, what you think about that 3-year, $126 million contract?
I like it, man. I like
it.
He does have a history of asking for trades, though.
That's why
so hopefully he stays the whole 3 years.
Yeah.
I think they can work. He proved that he could work with another person who demands the ball in his hands a lot with LeBron over on the Cavs. So, and same thing. I mean, he had a similar situation like the Luka had back in the day on the Cavs, where he was the star, ball in his hand every time, and then LeBron came back. He had to learn to work with him.
Mm-hmm.
So Kyrie has a history of learning how to work with someone else who's ball dominant heavy.
You're right. It's just, can he put his ego aside?
Yeah. I think they can work together, and they have all off season, and they had a little bit of last year to figure out how they can play off each other. Luka's been playing his whole career, 13, I think, professionally.
Yeah.
So for him to finally be like in a 2-man role on a team is going to be.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out.
Because I watched a lot of games last season, and there would be times where Luka, he doesn't have a prominent role, or since Kyrie's already going off, okay, they just keep feeding Kyrie or whatever, and Luka, you kind of take a backseat a little bit.
Yeah.
So, you're right. They do got to get used to it, but the problem isn't offensive production. It's defense.
That's true.
Because they would lose games.
Yeah.
Like 130 to 125.
Yeah.
121 to 115, so whatever.
Yeah.
They would be winning games by like 10 points, 12 points, 20 points.
Yeah.
And then blow that lead. I think they blew a 27-point lead to the Lakers.
No, you're right, though. I mean, it is worth noting that the offense is there. So they show the ability to put up a lot of points.
Yeah.
And they can even do better moving forward.
Yeah.
Learning how to work with each other.
Yeah.
So offense really wasn't a big issue.
Yeah.
And it's still going to improve.
Yeah.
I think they were well offensively. People like Steph, man, he can create his own shots, but what makes him so great and how he's able to work with someone like Clay and other shooters on the team is his off-ball skills, his ability to run around, get around screens, his slippery off-ball maneuver going around, creating his own shots when he doesn't have the ball in his hands it's amazing.
Yeah.
Can Luka do that? Does he have the stamina, the body for it?
Yeah.
He's bigger body. I know he lost a lot of weight this offseason, but
I saw him working. Yeah. Instead of puffing cigars and drinks or whatever.
We have to see what he can do and how great he can be, when Kyrie's got the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
Can he move around and set up shots or set somebody else up
Yeah.
He's a great player, so I'm sure he has the capability, but he's just gonna have to learn.
Yeah. And Luka, buy into defense, bro. Buy in. Play D. Come on now.
That's why people say he shadows James Harden a lot, with the step backs and no D.
Yeah, bro.
But he's got the size for defense.
He do.
I've seen him block LeBron like twice in a row.
Yeah.
And you're right, defense was the biggest focus. But I think they're filling that focus so far. At least they're trying to.
Which is why I'm glad that they drafted Blake Lively the second from Duke. He's a center, and
they're trying.
He was really good defensively. In my last podcast, my last episode, I talked about Blake Lively. So I'm glad that they got a defensive oriented player.
Yeah, they're trying.
They also got Grant Williams in a 3-team trade from the Celtics.
Yep.
So
which I like that. Yep.
I don't know. Is Grant Williams good defensively?
Yeah.
He is. All right.
Yeah, he's a good all around. He can spot up. He's kind of like a 3-and-D type player. He's really good off ball, so he's going to work well with Luka and Kyrie. I think he can spot up well. He's really good in the corner. I was like looking up some stats for him, and his corner three is just way higher than his regular three. So
okay.
He's a good little spot up guy. He can play defense. He can defend multiple positions. He's kind of that, he's kind of a larger small forward, smaller power forward. He can defend different positions. And we gave up was it Reggie Bullock for him?
Yeah, Reggie Bullock, yeah.
And he's only a 3 guy.
Yeah.
So we're getting a guy that can hit some threes and play and do other things for us, whereas Reggie Bullock was really just barely giving us anything, just threes. So we upgraded big on that end.
True. We also got Seth Curry back.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him.
Yeah.
I enjoyed him being on the Mavs when he was.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Funny seeing him return.
It's crazy too how like threes just run in the genes. Obviously their dad, Del Curry, Steph Curry. We don't even need to talk about him. And then Seth Curry, he's like at one point, I think whenever he was with us the last time, at one point he was more of an efficient 3-point shooter than his brother. Either career wise up until that season or that season alone. I forgot. But he's up there when it comes to 3-point efficiency. So
I love Seth.
All of them, they got the 3-point gene.
I was excited to see him get back. I think every Mavs fan is.
Yeah, same. Well, it's just like I wish he could stay with us like longer term, so we could like develop him more. He could get more comfortable with us.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see him back.
Yeah, he's more of a shooting guard.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because he doesn't play too much like his brother, he doesn't keep the ball in his hands too much to the point of like he's like running an offense. He's not running a whole offense with setting up the plays and passing, but
that's what I thought.
So he's more of a shooting guard, I would say, but he can play point. He can bring the ball up and kind of space the floor out because they know he's a shooter.
Yeah,
so he's gonna space that floor out just with the ball in his hands. So I'm excited to see him. He's a great bench player.
Yeah,
especially for what we have going with 2 great guards. We need someone to come in and kind of not have too much of a fall off when the Kyrie or Luka goes on the bench.
For real. And then there was that whole thing with Kyrie Irving trying to recruit LeBron to Dallas. I already knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Oh man, LeBron ain't going nowhere.
Bronny James, LeBron's son, committed to he's gonna play at USC, University of Southern Cal, and he's not leaving the Lakers.
He's not leaving.
Yeah, he gets to see his son. I think he has one more year on the Lakers. No, there was no way that was gonna happen.
He's getting too old to be jumping teams anymore, man. I wouldn't say it would be like completely out there for him to join the Mavs. He would never do that. But I also wouldn't say it's way out there because he played with Kyrie, so he's got that.
Kyrie's here,
so he likes Kyrie, and he's a big fan of Luka. He's mentioned that many times.
That's true.
He's a huge fan of Luka.
That's true. That's why he drafts him every year in the All-Star game.
So it's not like it's way out there, but it would. I was never think that would ever be a thing that would happen. And he has a good team.
Yeah,
the Lakers are not bad.
And I don't think Mark Cuban would want to pay.
That's another thing. They got some old ancient history between each other with the 2011.
Yeah. Imagine that we beat him in the finals, 2011, and then he joins the Mavs years later.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Nah.
By the way, shout out Luka. He got engaged.
Oh yeah, I saw. hey, welcome to the club, bro.
Welcome to the club.
Hey, show your ring.
Yeah, yep.
Welcome to the club, bro.
And you know who I saw commenting on it on the congrats?
Who?
LeBron.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Now LeBron is a fan of Luka though.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But yeah, congrats to Luka getting engaged, man.
Yeah. I wanted to ask your thoughts on Victor Wembanyama though. What you think? First of all, hey, Victor Wembanyama, shout out. He's Congolese. That's where my country.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's my country. Yup. That's where my parents are from. So, shout out Congo. His dad is Congolese. I think his mom is French, I believe. And then he was born and raised in France, so he speaks French like I do as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So shout out to Victor Wembanyama and his family. I know they're a bunch of athletes too. His family, but what you think about him, bro?
First game, you could tell he had first game nerves and adjustments to the speed and play style of the NBA. He had 5 blocks though, so he also got dunked on and scored on.
Yeah,
he's trying to figure it out. You can tell he needs some work.
Yeah,
but he already played his second game, I think.
I saw the
and that one was,
highlights from the first game.
Yeah, I want to say he already played his second game, and that was a huge improvement, and he threw up like 20-something points.
Okay, yeah.
So he is so far. He's proven he has the potential of what they're saying. I mean, he's not going to come out the gates.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, of course not.
But the potential he's shown, it is there.
To me, I think I think he probably gonna be kind of like Giannis if he bulks up like Giannis, right? Because whenever Giannis came into the league, he was skinny too.
Yeah, he was smaller build. Yeah.
So, hey, bro, bulk up, and you'll be fine.
Giannis got that dog in him though.
Yeah. Can Wembanyama get that dog in him? We'll see.
Yeah, he's more of a taller, less athletic Kevin Durant. The way he tries to ball handle.
Yeah,
and shoot.
You're right.
The way he tries to shoot and Kevin Durant probably changed the game with how he's basically a 7-footer that does all that.
Yeah.
Chet. I can't pronounce the name. Chet whatever his name is.
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah. He was last year's Victor. Over 7 foot.
Yeah, you're
can
right.
Kind of do a little bit of everything.
You're right. I wish he didn't get injured.
But that's the thing about those tall players that try to do all that in the backcourt. They're more prone to injuries, man.
Damn, you're right.
But he's back this year, so they're both going to be playing this year. Which are, I remember for like a few years now, people were talking about those two guys just being, well over 7 foot, but they can play and do everything.
Yeah.
So those are going to be two guys to look at this year.
Yeah.
Victor's got a lot of spotlight on him.
Mm-hmm.
See how well he does with the nerves and the pressure.
Yeah, and already in the headlines for some of the wrong reasons. Britney Spears, it wasn't his fault, but that whole Britney Spears situation.
Yeah,
I actually covered that story.
He said,
I was part of. He said, he's barely in America. He's who's nah.
Yeah, he said, who is this?
Who's this? who's reaching behind me?
Yeah.
But Britney, the whole Britney Spears situation in Las Vegas. I had to cover that story as part of one of my assignments for school.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing is weird, and it's crazy. I just saw a video today that got released because the police saw that, like, the police claimed that she just hit herself in the face, which would be weird if that happened. But I saw the video today, and like one of the dudes did hit her in the face. I saw it.
It's hard to see, but it looks like they smacked the arm of her, making her smack herself in the face. Like smacked her hand back in her face.
Okay.
So I can see what they're trying to say as far as that goes. But yeah.
So that whole situation was just weird. But anyways,
there's a lot of big stars there that went to that game.
I bet.
I want to say Kareem probably went there.
Sheesh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of people wanting to see how he does. So.
Yeah.
But playing overseas helps.
Yep. Yeah.
Because you're playing with grown men at that point.
Yep.
It's not like you're going from college or anything.
Everybody who plays abroad is always better for it. Look at LaMelo Ball.
Yeah. How did he get that contract though, man?
I saw that. Those are our thoughts on the Mavs, NBA, basketball, whatnot. We gonna finish off with fantasy football. Last year, I beat this dude 111 to 92, and it says it on my ring. Estes 111, Jarrett 92. Yep.
Congrats.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. I was gonna bring my trophy, but I didn't want to gloat too much, So, what went through your mind whenever I beat you?
What went through my mind?
What went through your mind? How was you feeling?
I mean, honestly, being how good friends we are. And honestly, I was happy for you, man. Even going into the Super Bowl, I'm like, it's a win-win,
Yeah.
I made it to the Super Bowl. That's my goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, having someone like you be in the Super Bowl, I would have been happy either way who won.
No, I appreciate it.
Because I remember looking back as you were just having your baby at the time.
Yeah.
So hey, cash prize.
Yeah, true.
You need it, man.
Yeah.
Take it.
I had one on top of, because we all had to pitch in money, right? So on top of winning the championship, winning the trophy, I got $900. So
yeah, it's cash prize. So
yeah,
I was happy for you with having the baby and everything.
Appreciate it, bro. Yeah,
like for me, it would have been more about bragging rights than just cash prize. But
yeah.
Yeah, congrats, man.
I honestly thought, like, bro, I'm probably never gonna win like a fantasy football championship until like years from now.
Really?
It's just my luck. That's how I was thinking, because
what it comes down
2 years
man.
ago I started off 8-0.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, really.
And then, like, once I got in the playoffs, I lost the first game. It might have been to Thomas. And then this year, I was thinking the same thing, because I started off 0-3. I won. It was like on and off, winning, losing, winning.
It's not
losing.
how you start; it's how you finish.
Exactly. That's what my wife
you
reminded me.
You did good though.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, got a first round bye. Beat Elijah, another one of our best friends. Beat Elijah in the semifinals. And then I forgot who you beat in the semifinals.
I can't remember, man.
And then beat you in the championship. How do you think you did in your fantasy football season overall, though?
I did good, man. I feel like skill wise, I can get myself in the top 3 every year.
Okay, all right.
But it's the luck I need to push me over the edge.
Yeah, because I feel
like
I'm not one that like believes in luck like that. But fantasy football truly is about half skill, half luck.
Yeah, because I'm one of the best drafters too. Mm-hmm. But it's just like down the road, you got to keep your players healthy. You know, you gotta stay on it with your free agents. You got to pick up. Mm-hmm. You know, fantasy's it's a long
24/7.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not a race.
It really helps us feel like I'm Stephen Jones.
Yeah.
Yep. When it comes to fantasy football, are you gonna have a different strategy this year, or are you gonna? You don't gotta tell me the strategy.
You try and get
you don't got no.
You get the inside
scoop, inside information. Nah, but like, are you? Because I forgot how you drafted last year. I don't know who anybody's players was. I just remember my team. But are you gonna run it back with your same strategy, whatever you did? Or
yeah.
Okay, all right.
I like my strategy. I want to run it back. It obviously worked well for me because I got pretty far. But I do have a specific strategy that I go with, and yeah.
Okay, all right. That's a bet. That's a bet. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Banganator podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed my guest, Jarrett Rice. Awesome. He obviously knows his stuff. It's been fun having you on, bro.
Absolutely, it's been fun. I like the studio. I like what you're doing here with this. And glad to be a part of it. Thank you for inviting me.
Hey, appreciate it, bro.
More than happy to be back on in the future.
Oh, for sure.
Get some other people on here.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable. It's talking about sports and some other things every now and then. But yeah, shout out to you and what you've done so far.
Hey, appreciate it, bro. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on the Banganator Podcast Instagram. As always, say it with me. How about them Cowboys? Yes, sir.
The Banganator Podcast is brought to you by Esley Banga, diehard fan of the Dallas Cowboys since 1997. How about them Cowboys?